Aster DM Healthcare was founded on aspirations to make quality healthcare accessible at an affordable cost. From a humble beginning as a single doctor clinic in 1987, the institution's growth into a leading and trusted healthcare company is a testament to its commitment over the past 38 years. One of the largest integrated healthcare networks, Aster DM Healthcare operates a vast array of world-class facilities, including hospitals, clinics, pharmacies, labs, and patient experience centers across India. With a dedicated team of highly skilled doctors, nurses, and paramedical personnel, the organization delivers exceptional care, comfort, and quality healthcare services to millions of people, from primary care to advanced quaternary care. Aster's commitment to clinical excellence is unwavering. Equipped with the latest technology, the hospitals are driven by highly skilled medical professionals who come together to work towards one goal: delivering quality healthcare services to everyone. Aster delivers care through an integrated healthcare network spread across the country, with cutting-edge patient care centers and a focus on world-class quality. We are bringing transformative patient care closer to every community. Aster hospitals are recognized as among the best in India. In 2024, Aster DM Healthcare was adjudged the best hospital chain by Financial Express, the best healthcare brand, and the best hospital chain of the year by the Economic Times, and the best multi-speciality hospital group by the Associated Chambers of Commerce and Industry of India. In the Times of India Multi-Speciality Rankings 2025, Aster MedCity was ranked 2nd, Aster CMI 5th, and Aster MIMS Calicut 12th. In the Outlook Best Hospital Ranking 2025, Aster MedCity was ranked 2nd, Aster CMI 4th, and Aster MIMS Calicut at 10th. The hospitals were also featured prominently in Newsweek's Best Hospitals in India. Aster MedCity and Aster CMI have received a prestigious 4-star rating from Newsweek's Global Hospital Rating. Our network includes 16 NABH, 8 NABL, and 2 JCI accredited hospitals. Aster is committed to innovation, excellence, and accessibility, transforming healthcare through cutting-edge research and technology-driven solutions. By seamlessly integrating services across verticals, we create an interconnected ecosystem that ensures exceptional healthcare anytime, anywhere. The Aster Health app and digital initiatives redefine healthcare accessibility, offering a seamless omni-channel experience that connects hospitals, clinics, pharmacies, and labs, ensuring convenience at your fingertips. Powered by data-driven clinical personalization and engagement based on online behavior, it enhances clinical outcomes and fosters lifelong patient engagement with Aster services. Aster further extends its mission to bring global healthcare to the grassroots through a strong network of pharmacies and labs, delivering seamless and reliable services. These are complemented by clinics that integrate pharmacy services to enhance accessibility and care. Aster recognizes the urgent need to reduce our environmental footprint by integrating 10 UN Sustainable Development Goals into its operations. Through Aster Volunteers, it drives community well-being, while environmental efforts like renewable energy, rainwater harvesting, and waste recycling via STPs for non-potable use of treated wastewater reduce its carbon footprint. Aster stands as a responsible corporate citizen, contributing to India's vision for a greener, more sustainable future. In the financial year of 2025, through our sustainable initiatives, we have avoided over 8,500 tons of carbon dioxide equivalent emissions through renewable energy use. Over 640,000 kilolitres of water was recycled, resulting in a 7,400 kilolitre reduction in water use from the previous year. Additionally, over 749,000 kilograms of waste were recycled. Aster's commitment to driving social change is guided by the founder-chairman, Dr. Azad Mupin's unwavering value of how medical care is a service to society and profit should be a byproduct. Aster has embarked on various social welfare and healthcare programs for the community in need, in line with our values, every step of the way. The Aster Volunteers CSR program has touched the lives of over 7 million people, providing healthcare, humanitarian aid, and support to those in need. To celebrate nurses as catalysts for change who are shaping the future of patient care, the Aster Guardians Global Nursing Award was launched in 2021 with a grand prize of $250,000. In 2022, Kenyan nurse Anna Kabali Duba was awarded at a grand ceremony in Dubai. In 2023, nurse Margaret Helen Shepherd from the UK won the prestigious award for her work on monogenic diabetes. In 2024, nurse Maria Victoria Juan from the Philippines was announced as a winner at the award ceremony held in India. In 2025, nurse Naomi Oyul Ohene Ochi from Ghana won the prestigious award in Dubai for her remarkable contribution towards helping launch Ghana's first oncology nursing training program and shaping the nation's cancer research and policy. Over the years, governments and institutions have honored Dr. Azad Mupin's contribution to healthcare through several awards and recognitions. Notable among them is the Padma Shri, the fourth highest civilian award in India. Forbes magazine recognized Dr. Mupin as one of the most powerful Indian leaders in the Arab world and one of the 100 most influential Indians in the world. The Federation of the Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry and the Association of Kerala Medical Graduates presented him with a Lifetime Achievement Award. The Harvard Business Council awarded him for organizational excellence during one of the toughest times in recent history, the COVID-19 pandemic years. He was also awarded a doctorate in philanthropy by Amity University. Recently, he was honored with the Global Entrepreneur of the Year by the Economic Times and the Healthcare Leader of the Year at the Financial Express Healthcare Awards 2025. Adhering to the core values of compassion, integrity, respect, passion, unity, and excellence, Aster DM Healthcare is moving forward with its aspiration of providing high-quality healthcare through technological advancements and innovations, while embracing the belief of a caring mission with a global vision to serve the world, with accessible and affordable quality healthcare services across India. Aster DM Healthcare continues to remain committed to its promise. We'll treat you well.
4th edition of the highly anticipated and much watched around the globe Aster Guardians Global Nursing Award. We are coming to you live from the iconic Atlantis, the Palm, Dubai.
Today we have 10 shining examples of humanity, the pride of their country, showing us what true leadership is. And we feel so proud as Aster DM Healthcare and as ambassadors of healthcare community globally to be able to shine a spotlight on these incredible finalists of ours. And they all are truly winners in every way, shape and form. So I request all of you to give a huge round of applause to them.
I commend Dr. Mupen for his commitment to recognizing the critical contributions of nurses. My congratulations to the nurses being recognized today. To you and to all nurses, I offer my deep thanks for everything you do to make the world a healthier, safer, fairer place.
It is my immense honor and privilege to welcome His Excellency Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak Al Nahyan, Cabinet Minister and UAE's Minister of Tolerance and Coexistence, as he joins us today.
The winner of Aster Guardians Global Nursing Award 2025 is Naomi Oe Ohene Oti from Ghana.
This is not just my victory, it is a recognition of the resilience, compassion, and leadership of nurses across Ghana, Africa, and the world. Over 2 decades ago, I began my nursing journey with a simple mission: to ease pain, bring hope, and walk alongside those battling cancer. Your hands heal, your voice advocates, your heart leads. Together we are shaping the future. One patient, one moment, one act of courage at a time. Thank you very much. May God richly bless you all. Thank you very much.
Mr. Globe, this is your moment. You are the heartbeat of healthcare, and unsung heroes will turn passion into healing.
Aster DM Healthcare was founded on aspirations to make quality healthcare accessible at an affordable cost. From a humble beginning as a single doctor clinic in 1987, the institution's growth into a leading and trusted healthcare company is a testament to its commitment over the past 38 years. One of the largest integrated healthcare networks, Aster DM Healthcare operates a vast array of world-class facilities, including hospitals, clinics, pharmacies, labs, and patient experience centers across India. With a dedicated team of highly skilled doctors, nurses, and paramedical personnel, the organization delivers exceptional care, comfort, and quality healthcare services to millions of people, from primary care to advanced quaternary care. Aster's commitment to clinical excellence is unwavering. Equipped with the latest technology, the hospitals are driven by highly skilled medical professionals who come together to work towards one goal: delivering quality healthcare services to everyone. Aster delivers care through an integrated healthcare network spread across the country, with cutting-edge patient care centers and a focus on world-class quality. We are bringing transformative patient care closer to every community. Aster hospitals are recognized as among the best in India. In 2024, Aster DM Healthcare was adjudged the best hospital chain by Financial Express. the best healthcare brand, and the best hospital chain of the year by the Economic Times, and the best multi-speciality hospital group by the Associated Chambers of Commerce and Industry of India. In the Times of India Multi-Speciality Rankings 2025, Aster MedCity was ranked 2nd, Aster CMI 5th, and Aster MIMS Calicut 12th. In the Outlook Best Hospital Ranking 2025, Aster MedCity was ranked 2nd, Aster CMI 4th, and Aster MIMS Calicut at 10th. The hospitals were also featured prominently in Newsweek's Best Hospitals in India. Aster MedCity and Aster CMI have received a prestigious 4-star rating from Newsweek's Global Hospital Rating. Our network includes 16 NABH, 8 NABL, and 2 JCI accredited hospitals. Aster is committed to innovation, excellence, and accessibility, transforming healthcare through cutting-edge research and technology-driven solutions. By seamlessly integrating services across verticals, we create an interconnected ecosystem that ensures exceptional healthcare anytime, anywhere. The Aster Health app and digital initiatives redefine healthcare accessibility, offering a seamless omni-channel experience that connects hospitals, clinics, pharmacies, and labs, ensuring convenience at your fingertips. Powered by data-driven clinical personalization and engagement based on online behavior, it enhances clinical outcomes and fosters lifelong patient engagement with Aster services. Aster further extends its mission to bring global healthcare to the grassroots through a strong network of pharmacies and labs, delivering seamless and reliable services. These are complemented by clinics that integrate pharmacy services to enhance accessibility and care. Aster recognizes the urgent need to reduce our environmental footprint by integrating 10 UN Sustainable Development Goals into its operations. Through Aster Volunteers, it drives community well-being, while environmental efforts like renewable energy, rainwater harvesting, and waste recycling via STPs for non-potable use of treated wastewater reduce its carbon footprint. Aster stands as a responsible corporate citizen, contributing to India's vision for a greener, more sustainable future. In the financial year of 2025, through our sustainable initiatives, we have avoided over 8,500 tons of carbon dioxide equivalent emissions through renewable energy use. Over 640,000 kiloliters of water was recycled, resulting in a 7,400 kiloliter reduction in water use from the previous year. Additionally, over 749,000 kilograms of waste were recycled. Aster's commitment to driving social change is guided by the founder-chairman, Dr. Azad Mupin's unwavering value of how medical care is a service to society and profit should be a byproduct. Aster has embarked on various social welfare and healthcare programs for the community in need, in line with our values, every step of the way. The Aster Volunteers CSR program has touched the lives of over 7 million people, providing healthcare, humanitarian aid, and support to those in need. To celebrate nurses as catalysts for change who are shaping the future of patient care, the Aster Guardians Global Nursing Award was launched in 2021 with a grand prize of $250,000. In 2022, Kenyan nurse Anna Kabali Duba was awarded at a grand ceremony in Dubai. In 2023, nurse Margaret Helen Shepherd from the UK won the prestigious award for her work on monogenic diabetes. In 2024, nurse Maria Victoria Juan from the Philippines was announced as a winner at the award ceremony held in India. In 2025, nurse Naomi Oyul Ohene Ochi from Ghana won the prestigious award in Dubai for her remarkable contribution towards helping launch Ghana's first oncology nursing training program and shaping the nation's cancer research and policy. Over the years, governments and institutions have honored Dr. Asad Mupin's contribution to healthcare through several awards and recognitions. Notable among them is the Padma Shri, the fourth highest civilian award in India. Forbes magazine recognized Dr. Mupin as one of the most powerful Indian leaders in the Arab world and one of the 100 most influential Indians in the world. The Federation of the Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry and the Association of Kerala Medical Graduates presented him with a Lifetime Achievement Award. The Harvard Business Council awarded him for organizational excellence during one of the toughest times in recent history, the COVID-19 pandemic years. He was also awarded a doctorate in philanthropy by Amity University. Recently, he was honored with the Global Entrepreneur of the Year by the Economic Times and the Healthcare Leader of the Year at the Financial Express Healthcare Awards 2025, adhering to the core values of compassion, integrity, respect, passion, unity, and excellence. Aster DM Healthcare is moving forward with its aspiration of providing high-quality healthcare through technological advancements and innovations, while embracing the belief of a caring mission with a global vision to serve the world, with accessible and affordable quality healthcare services across India. Aster DM Healthcare continues to remain committed to its promise. We'll treat you well.
Dear shareholders, good morning and a very warm welcome to the 17th Annual General Meeting of Aster DM Healthcare Limited through video conferencing facility. As a reminder for the smooth conduct of the meeting, the members will be in listen-only mode. The shareholders who are registered as speakers will be allowed to access the audio and video during the question and answer session. Please note that, as per the requirements, the proceedings of the annual general meeting will be recorded and will be made available on the website of the company. I now hand over the proceedings to Mr. Hemish Purushottam, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer of Aster DM Healthcare Limited. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, moderator. Dear shareholders, I would like to bring to your attention that Dr. Azad Mupin, our Chairman and Managing Director, expressed his inability to join today's meeting owing to an unforeseen exigency. He extends his best wishes and looks forward to engaging with all of you in the near future. Therefore, in accordance with Article 37 of Articles of Association of the company, with the permission of the board members, I request Ms. Alisha Mupin to chair the meeting. Over to Ms. Alisha.
Thank you. Thank you, Hamish. Thank you, board directors. Dear shareholders, good morning to all and happy Onam as well. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the 17th Annual General Meeting of the company. Hope you are all safe and in good health. This meeting is being held through video conferencing in compliance with the circulars issued by the regulators. Please note that as per the requirements, the proceedings of the Annual General Meeting will be recorded and will be made available on the website of the company. A live streaming of this meeting is also being webcast on the website of NSDL. The requisite quorum is present, and therefore I call this meeting to order. I would now like to introduce your board members who are attending this meeting. Mr. T.J. Wilson, Non-Executive Director, is attending this AGM from Bengaluru. Mr. Shamsuddin bin Mohideen, Non-Executive Director, is attending this AGM from Dubai. Dr. James Matthew, Independent Director and Chairperson of the Audit Committee and Stakeholder Relationship Committee, is attending this AGM from Dubai. Mr. Emmanuel David Gautam, Independent Director and the Chairperson of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee, is attending this AGM from Bengaluru. Ms. P.H. Vijay Dipti, Independent Director and Chairperson of Risk Management Committee and Technology Steering Committee, is attending this AGM from Bengaluru. Mr. Sunil Tekata Vasudevan, Independent Director, is attending this meeting from Bengaluru. Mr. Madhavan Nambiar, Independent Director, Mr. C.J. George, Independent Director, Mr. Anup Mupin, Non-Executive Director, and Dr. Zaba Mupin, Non-Executive Director, have expressed their inability to attend this meeting due to their preoccupations and have conveyed their regards. We also have Mr. Ramesh Kumar S., Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Sunil Kumar, Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Hitesh Dada, Chief of Investor Relations and M&A, Mr. Hemish Purushottam, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer, have joined the meeting from their respective locations. I would also like to acknowledge the participation of the representatives of our statutory auditors, Deloitte Haskins and Sells, and the secretarial auditors, MS Sandeep and Associates, practicing company secretaries. Since this AGM is being held through video conferencing, I request Mr. Hemish Purushottam, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer, to explain to the members the general instructions and guidelines for participating in the meeting.
Thank you, Chair. Members may note that the meeting is being held through video conferencing in accordance with the Companies Act 2013 and the circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI. The facility for participation in the AGM through the video conferencing facility is being made available to all members, and the procedure has been detailed in the AGM notice. Members are requested to refer to the instruction in the notice of the AGM for their uninterrupted and seamless participation. In case any members are facing difficulty, they may reach out on the contact details provided in the AGM notice. The company has sent a letter to shareholders whose email addresses are not registered with the company or the depository participants, providing the web link from where the annual report can be accessed on the company's website. The company has received requests from few members who have registered to speak at the meeting. Accordingly, the floor will be open for these members to ask their questions. The moderator will facilitate this session once the floor is open for Q&A session. Members can also post their views, questions on the chat box tab on the VC screen. We'll try to provide all the responses during the meeting. The register of members, the register of directors and key managerial person, the register of contracts and arrangements in which directors are interested, certificate from secretarial auditors in terms of Regulation 13 of the SEBI, Share-Based Employee Benefits Regulation 2014, the statutory auditor's report and the secretarial auditor's report have been made available electronically for inspection by the members during the AGM. Members seeking to inspect such documents can send their request to the email ID cs@asterdmhealthcare.in. As the meeting is being held through VC, the facility for appointment of proxy by the members is not available. Hence, the proxy register is not available for inspection. The company has provided the facility to cast votes electronically on all resolutions set forth in the notice. Members who have not yet cast their votes and who are participating during the meeting will have the opportunity to cast their vote through the e-voting system provided by NSDL during the meeting. Members can click on the voting tab on the video conference screen to avail themselves of this facility. Those shareholders who have cast their vote through remote e-voting prior to the AGM can also attend the AGM but shall not be entitled to cast their votes again. With this, I will hand over the proceedings to Ms. Alisha.
Thank you, Hamish. I now request the moderator to play a short corporate video on the journey of Aster DM Healthcare, after which I shall continue my remarks.
Aster DM Healthcare was founded on aspirations to make quality healthcare accessible at an affordable cost. From a humble beginning as a single doctor clinic in 1987, the institution's growth into a leading and trusted healthcare company is a testament to its commitment over the past 38 years. One of the largest integrated healthcare networks, Aster DM Healthcare operates a vast array of world-class facilities, including hospitals, clinics, pharmacies, labs, and patient experience centers across India. With a dedicated team of highly skilled doctors, nurses, and paramedical personnel, the organization delivers exceptional care, comfort, and quality healthcare services to millions of people, from primary care to advanced quaternary care. Aster's commitment to clinical excellence is unwavering. Equipped with the latest technology, the hospitals are driven by highly skilled medical professionals who come together to work towards one goal: delivering quality healthcare services to everyone. Aster delivers care through an integrated healthcare network spread across the country, with cutting-edge patient care centers and a focus on world-class quality. We are bringing transformative patient care closer to every community. Aster hospitals are recognized as among the best in India. In 2024, Aster DM Healthcare was adjudged the best hospital chain by Financial Express, the best healthcare brand, and the best hospital chain of the year by the Economic Times, and the best multi-speciality hospital group by the Associated Chambers of Commerce and Industry of India. In the Times of India Multi-Speciality Rankings 2025, Aster MedCity was ranked 2nd, Aster CMI 5th, and Aster MIMS Calicut 12th. In the Outlook Best Hospital Ranking 2025, Aster MedCity was ranked 2nd, Aster CMI 4th, and Aster MIMS Calicut at 10th. The hospitals were also featured prominently in Newsweek's Best Hospitals in India. Aster MedCity and Aster CMI have received a prestigious 4-star rating from Newsweek's Global Hospital Rating. Our network includes 16 NABH, 8 NABL, and 2 JCI accredited hospitals. Aster is committed to innovation, excellence, and accessibility, transforming healthcare through cutting-edge research and technology-driven solutions. By seamlessly integrating services across verticals, we create an interconnected ecosystem that ensures exceptional healthcare anytime, anywhere. The Aster Health app and digital initiatives redefine healthcare accessibility, offering a seamless omni-channel experience that connects hospitals, clinics, pharmacies, and labs, ensuring convenience at your fingertips. Powered by data-driven clinical personalization and engagement based on online behavior, it enhances clinical outcomes and fosters lifelong patient engagement with Aster services. Aster further extends its mission to bring global healthcare to the grassroots through a strong network of pharmacies and labs, delivering seamless and reliable services. These are complemented by clinics that integrate pharmacy services to enhance accessibility and care. Aster recognizes the urgent need to reduce our environmental footprint by integrating 10 UN Sustainable Development Goals into its operations. Through Aster Volunteers, it drives community well-being, while environmental efforts like renewable energy, rainwater harvesting, and waste recycling via STPs for non-potable use of treated wastewater reduce its carbon footprint. Aster stands as a responsible corporate citizen, contributing to India's vision for a greener, more sustainable future. In the financial year of 2025, through our sustainable initiatives, we have avoided over 8,500 tons of carbon dioxide equivalent emissions through renewable energy use. Over 640,000 kiloliters of water was recycled, resulting in a 7,400 kiloliter reduction in water use from the previous year. Additionally, over 749,000 kilograms of waste were recycled. Aster's commitment to driving social change is guided by the founder chairman, Dr. Azad Mupin's unwavering value of how medical care is a service to society and profit should be a byproduct. Aster has embarked on various social welfare and healthcare programs for the community in need, in line with our values, every step of the way. The Aster Volunteers CSR program has touched the lives of over 7 million people, providing healthcare, humanitarian aid, and support to those in need. To celebrate nurses as catalysts for change who are shaping the future of patient care, the Aster Guardians Global Nursing Award was launched in 2021 with a grand prize of $250,000. In 2022, Kenyan nurse Anna Kabale Duba was awarded at a grand ceremony in Dubai. In 2023, nurse Margaret Helen Shepherd from the UK won the prestigious award for her work on monogenic diabetes. In 2024, nurse Maria Victoria Juan from the Philippines was announced as a winner at the award ceremony held in India. In 2025, nurse Naomi Oyul Ohene Ochi from Ghana won the prestigious award in Dubai for her remarkable contribution towards helping launch Ghana's first oncology nursing training program and shaping the nation's cancer research and policy. Over the years, governments and institutions have honored Dr. Azad Mupin's contribution to healthcare through several awards and recognitions. Notable among them is the Padma Shri, the fourth highest civilian award in India. Forbes magazine recognized Dr. Mupin as one of the most powerful Indian leaders in the Arab world and one of the 100 most influential Indians in the world. The Federation of the Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry and the Association of Kerala Medical Graduates presented him with a Lifetime Achievement Award. The Harvard Business Council awarded him for organizational excellence during one of the toughest times in recent history, the COVID-19 pandemic years. He was also awarded a doctorate in philanthropy by Amity University. Recently, he was honored with the Global Entrepreneur of the Year by the Economic Times and the Healthcare Leader of the Year at the Financial Express Healthcare Awards 2025. Adhering to the core values of compassion, integrity, respect, passion, unity, and excellence. Aster DM Healthcare is moving forward with its aspiration of providing high-quality healthcare through technological advancements and innovations, while embracing the belief of a caring mission with a global vision to serve the world, with accessible and affordable quality healthcare services across India. Aster DM Healthcare continues to remain committed to its promise. We'll treat you well.
Dear shareholders, in a rapidly evolving healthcare landscape, Aster's journey has been one of continuous growth, driven by foresight, resilience, and purpose. In FY25, we took some bold strides to strengthen our India operations through scale, long-term growth, and operational excellence. The year 2024-25 was a pivotal period for Aster, marked by a landmark merger announcement with Quality Care India Limited, QCIL, backed by Blackstone, the largest private equity firm globally. With 38 hospitals and 10,301 beds across 27 cities, the merger positions the combined entity Aster DM Quality Care Limited among the top 3 healthcare players in India. In April 2024, we successfully completed the segregation of our India and GCC operation, which was a foundational step that has unlocked significant value and has empowered both regions to pursue focused, region-specific growth opportunities. During this period, Olympus Capital, one of our longest-standing investors who held nearly 20% stake in Aster, also concluded their successful journey in Aster, paving the way for new marquee domestic and international investors. Coming to the merger, the Aster-QCIL merger, which is the largest M&A in healthcare space. The strategic segregation actually paved the way for a renewed India focus and set the stage for one of the most significant milestones in our journey, the merger of Blackstone-backed Quality Care India Limited with Aster. The landmark merger, recognized as one of the largest M&A deals in India's healthcare sector, brings together 2 purpose-driven organizations committed to building a forward-looking healthcare institution focused on excellence, reach, and meaningful impact. Now, when you look at the scale and geographical presence, the combined entity Aster DM Quality Care Limited will bring together 4 leading brands: Aster, Care Hospitals, KIMS Health, and Evercare, having a dominant presence across South and Central India. The combined entity plans to add 3,800 plus beds, taking the total capacity of beds to 14,200 beds over the coming years. One of the most compelling aspects of the merger is the distinct geographic presence of Aster and QCIL, with minimal overlap in operations. Through this merger, Aster will expand into 4 additional states: Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, and Tamil Nadu. Both organizations bring distinct and complementary strengths to the table. Aster's robust service offerings across the full spectrum of care, from primary to quaternary, combined with QCIL's deep penetration in non-metro regions both in South and Central India, creates a balanced platform capable of bridging critical gaps in healthcare access. The larger and diversified platform will also give us greater ability to attract and retain medical talent with state-of-the-art medical facilities. In addition, with Blackstone, one of the world's largest private equity firms, as a strategic partner, Aster DM Quality Care is poised to accelerate investments in medical technologies, digital health, and clinical infrastructure. Further, the disciplined approach to governance and performance management will ensure more sustainable value creation for all stakeholders. Coming to the valuation, based on FY24 adjusted post-Ind-AS figures, the transaction values Aster at 36.6x EV to EBITDA and QCIL at 25.2x EV to EBITDA, implying a 45% valuation premium for Aster. The merger is cash neutral and is expected to be EPS accretive from the first full year of operations. Moving to the governance aspects, pursuant to the agreement, the combined entity will operate under a robust governance framework and will be jointly controlled by Aster promoters and Blackstone, each holding equal board representation, with independent directors comprising 50% of the board. Dr. Azad Mupin will continue to be the executive chairman of the combined entity, while Mr. Varun Khanna, Group Managing Director of Quality Care, will take the role of MD and Group CEO, and Mr. Sunil Kumar, current CFO of Aster, will be the Group CFO. Now moving to the pro forma financials. For FY25, the combined entity reported pro forma revenues of 8,105 crores and an adjusted EBITDA of 1,661 crores, translating to a healthy EBITDA margin of 20.5%, with Aster and QCell each contributing meaningfully to this performance. As we progress with integration, one of the key synergies from the merger is in procurement and supply chain optimization. By leveraging the combined entity purchasing power, we aim to secure supply terms, drive cost efficiencies, and streamline the inventory, thus reducing the material costs and enhancing margins. The identified synergies are expected to flow from FY27 onwards, with an EBITDA upside potential of 10 to 15% over the next few years. This ongoing merger process has been driven by meticulous due diligence, collaboration, and a shared commitment to delivering world-class healthcare. I extend my sincere appreciation to our leadership teams for their seamless alignment of system setting and setting the stage for long-term value creation. In accordance with the transaction roadmap, significant procedural milestones were accomplished during the year. We received strong shareholder support on the issuance of equity shares on a preferential basis, an essential step in the merger process, and received an overwhelming 99.99% of votes cast in favor. Aster, through the share swap agreement, has also completed the acquisition of 5% stake in QCell from Blackstone and TPG through our primary share issuance, representing 3.6% of Aster's equity. The merger approval process has secured approval from the Competition Commission of India, CCI, now awaits the no objection certificate from SEBI and the stock exchanges, as well as approvals from the shareholders and National Company Law Tribunal, the NCLT. The transaction is expected to be complete by Q4 of FY26. Moving over to our operational excellence. At Aster, we take deep pride in the exceptional work of our clinical teams. Our oncology services continue to show strong growth in FY25 as well, contributing now 10% of overall revenue, driven by advanced treatment capabilities across our network. We expanded access to advanced cancer care and introduced cutting-edge technologies, including India's first intraoperative electron radiation therapy, IOERT, and South Asia's first brain lab, LoopX, for neurosurgery. Our robotic surgery program scaled significantly with over 1,865 procedures performed last year with the latest Da Vinci Xi systems, and strengthened our multi-organ transplant program, achieving global benchmarks with over 575 plus transplants, reflecting the growing trust patients place in us. Aster's centers of excellence across neurosurgery, cardiology, gastroenterology, and pediatrics have emerged as national and regional leaders, combining cutting-edge technology, clinical depth, and specialized expertise to deliver advanced holistic care. In one of the rarest clinical excellence cases, Aster CMI Bangalore performed India's first heart retransplant surgery on a 32-year-old patient battling recurrent heart failure. Some of the other firsts in clinical excellence at Aster include India's first implantation of the brain-sensing Percept RC device for Parkinson's patient, Kerala's first Technis Pure C EDOF intraocular lens implantation for presbyopia correction, and the state's first percutaneous endoscopic lumbar discectomy. Now moving to our track record and performance. Our sustained strategic initiatives have kept us among India's fastest growing hospital chain, delivering a revenue CAGR of 20% and an operating EBITDA CAGR of 38% over the last 5 years. This growth has been underpinned by our robust team of 20,458 healthcare professionals, including 3,302 doctors, 6,304 nurses, and 3,082 paramedic staff. Thanks to our dedicated team and focus on specialty care and efficiency, we have achieved a year-on-year growth of 12% with revenues reaching 4,138 crores. This growth has been supported by a steady increase in patient volumes, higher RPOP, and improved average length of stay from 3.4 days to 3.2 days in FY25. Our ongoing cost discipline, operational efficiencies, and enhanced profitability in lab business yielded better results with operating EBITDA rising by 30% year-on-year to 806 crores. This was further enhanced by strong performance of our mature hospitals, delivering a strong 24.3% operating EBITDA margins with 34% ROCE in FY25. In light of this performance, the board has declared an interim dividend of 4 rupees per equity share and has recommended a final dividend of 1 rupee per equity share, subject to the approval of shareholders for FY25. Moving over to expansions, in FY25, we announced a series of ambitious hospital expansion projects, reinforcing our dominance in the market. Aster now plans to add 2,600 beds, taking the bed strength from 5,159 to 7,800 beds over the coming years through a mix of greenfield and brownfield projects. Additions will majorly include 1,439 beds in Bengaluru, 818 beds in Kerala, and 300 beds Women and Children's Hospital in Hyderabad. Bengaluru is a prime example of this strategy in action. Our expansion in the city includes newly announced 430-bed hospital in Sarjapur and 500-bed hospital at Yeshwantpur. Once these expansions are complete, a total bed capacity in Bengaluru will exceed 2,580 beds, firmly positioning us among the top 3 healthcare providers in this high-growth market. Moving over to Aster Digital Health. As we look to the future of healthcare, Aster remains committed to transforming how care is accessed, delivered, and experienced. Our digital journey in India has taken a major leap with the formation of Aster Digital Health, a dedicated vertical focused on building an integrated and inclusive ecosystem across our hospitals, labs, and pharmacies. In FY24-25, we launched the Aster Health app, our digital front door to care across 10 hospitals. With nearly 100,000 downloads and 20,000 active monthly users, it marks a milestone in digital convenience and engagement. In Kerala, a key market for Aster, we launched the Malayalam version, becoming the state's first regional language healthcare super app. In parallel, at 4 of our flagship hospitals, we introduced Aster Care, a platform to guide patients through their personalized journey, achieving a 79% engagement. Moving to diversity, excellence, and social responsibility. At Aster, we continue to remain focused on good governance, diversity, and social impact. I'm proud to share that women now make up 64% of our total workforce, and we are committed to empowering them through tailored programs that foster growth and leadership. This year, we also launched Dr. Mupen's Excellence Award to recognize and celebrate the extraordinary contributions of Asterians in the field of clinical, service, and volunteering and team excellence. As we grow, we remain deeply committed to inclusive healthcare. Our Aster Volunteers program has now touched over 6 million lives globally. I'm pleased to share that we launched our 50th mobile vehicles globally and the 34th in India in Delhi this year, inaugurated by the former Honorable Vice President of India, Shri Jagdeep Dhankar. During the year, the volunteers team in India conducted 6,022 medical camps, providing treatment to 4,45,217 individuals and extended disaster aid to 9,526 beneficiaries, including those affected in the landslides in Wayanad, Kerala last year. We consume 11.94 million kilowatt hours of renewable energy, reducing carbon dioxide emissions to 8,681 tons, and established 19 sewage treatment plants, facilitating the recycling of 643,373 kiloliters of water. Further, we plan to commission a 55-acre solar plant, which is expected to generate 60,225 megawatts of solar energy annually. Our CSR efforts were recognized and awarded the Best CSR Excellence by ASSOCHAM and Time CSR Awards 2025. The Aster Guardians Global Nursing Awards, now one of the most coveted awards among nurses worldwide, was held in India in 2024 and in Dubai in 2025. Nurse Maria from Philippines won the award for 2024, and Nurse Naomi from Ghana won the award in 2025, each winning INR 2 crores of prize money. Moving over to awards and recognition, I'm pleased to share that Aster has become the first healthcare organization in South India to obtain the NABH Digital Health Accreditation in the Platinum category. Aster MIMS Calicut also became the first hospital in India to earn the AHA's Comprehensive Stroke Center and Comprehensive Chest Pain Center accreditation. Aster continues to be recognized across industry platforms, along with top rankings awarded to Aster hospitals such as Aster MedCity, Aster CMI, and Aster MIMS Calicut by Times of India, Outlook, and Fortune India magazine. Aster was also recognized as Best Multi-Speciality Hospital Group by ASSOCHAM. Beyond clinical excellence, I am very happy to share that Aster India has been officially certified as a great place to work, a globally recognized benchmark for workplace culture. 90% of employees express pride in working at Aster, and 89% believe their work holds special meaning, reinforcing the company's deep sense of purpose. The merger was awarded M&A Deal of the Year at the M&A Conclave and Awards 2025 and Excellence in Merger and Acquisition at the Business World Finance and at Strategy Excellence Awards 2025. We also take great pride in the recognition received by our chairman, Dr. Azad Moopen, who was honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award from Association of Kerala Medical Graduates and recognized as the Global Entrepreneur of the Year at the ET Entrepreneur Awards and as Healthcare Leader of the Year at the Financial Express Healthcare Awards 2025. On a personal note, I'm deeply honored to receive the Pravasi Bhushan Award from the Honorable Governor of West Bengal, a recognition that belongs to the entire Aster DM family, whose dedication and compassion makes our impact truly possible. I'm also pleased to be featured among the top 100 powerful women in business by Fortune India and was awarded with the Women Entrepreneur of the Year by Financial Express Healthcare Awards 2025. Looking ahead, Aster has delivered an exceptional 47% annualized shareholders' return over the past 5 years, resulting in total shareholder value of 577% over this period, reflecting our unwavering commitment to value creation and sustainable growth. As we move forward, the next phase of growth is about transforming access and delivery of care across India. With the combined strength of Aster and QCell, supported by a capable leadership team and a globally respected partner in Blackstone, our vision is to create a connected healthcare ecosystem that brings the highest standards of care closer to patient. For our chairman and us, this journey has always been about serving people with compassion, with dignity, and commitment. As we take this bold step forward, our hope is that we not only build one of the most respected healthcare institutions in the country, but also a legacy of care that will touch lives for generations to come. Thank you for your continued belief in our journey. Together, let's build a healthier and happier tomorrow. I will now request our CFO, Mr. Sunil Kumar, to appraise the shareholders with the company's financial highlights during FY 24-25.
Thank you, Chairperson. Dear shareholders, in FY 24-25, Aster DM Healthcare has delivered robust financial performance driven by disciplined execution and strategic foresight. Our focus on operational efficiency, prudence capital allocation, and transformative growth initiatives has strengthened our financial foundation, positioning us to capitalize on emerging opportunities in India's dynamic healthcare landscape. This message outlines our financial achievements, the strategic strategies that drove those results, and our vision for sustainable growth in the years ahead. Amidst the global economic growth of 3.3% in 2024, India continued to reaffirm its position as one of the world's fastest growing major economies, with GDP expanding by 6.5% in FY 24-25, complemented by easing inflation of 3.34% and substantial capital expenditure by the government of INR 11.11 lakh crore in Union Budget FY 25 that catalyzed infrastructure-led growth. Within this strong macroeconomic setting, the Indian healthcare industry is undergoing a structural transformation. Valued at INR 10.7 trillion in FY24, it is expected to grow at a CAGR of 10 to 12%, reaching INR 15.6 to 16.3 trillion by FY28. This growth is being propelled by rising public and private investments, increased healthcare awareness, digital innovation, government-led access initiatives, and rapid infrastructure expansion across urban and rural regions. Aster India is strongly positioned to capitalize on this opportunity, backed by a resilient foundation, agile execution engine. Moving to a year of efficiency and growth, FY25 was a year where efficiency, scale, and profitability became the cornerstones of our strategy. We ended the year with a robust 12% revenue growth, with top line increasing from INR 3,699 crore in FY24 to INR 4,138 crore in FY25. This growth reflects not just scale, but quality and resilience in our revenue streams. On the profitability front, our operating EBITDA grew 30%, increasing from INR 620 crore to INR 806 crore, with a 270 basis point margin improvement from 16.8% to 19.5%. This performance is the result of our relentless focus on cost efficiency. The hospital segment alone achieved a 22% margin, up 450 bips YOY, underscoring our focus on quality, growth, and operating leverage. We recorded a 49% increase in normalized PAT post-NCI and excluding one-offs, reaching INR 357 crore. ROCE rose by over 300 bips to 19.5%, with core hospitals delivering more than 25% and matured hospitals exceeding 30% ROCE, reflecting efficient capital deployment. Moving to strategic levers behind our success. Our financial achievements stem from strategic levers deployed across the organization. Revenue assurance. We advanced our revenue assurance framework across units, strategically managing low-margin scheme business, thereby elevating the quality and sustainability of our revenue streams. Performance was driven by 6% volume growth, 12% increase in ARPOB, and underpinned by 6% improvement in ALOS. These outcomes reflect a confluence of strategic and operational enhancements, including a calibrated shift in case mix, streamlined discharge protocols, greater utilization of minimally invasive procedures, robotic procedures, and targeted therapies. Collectively, these initiatives have materially reduced recovery times, improved bed turnover, and strengthened revenue integrity. Moving to middle cost efficiencies. Middle cost excluding wholesale pharmacy as a percentage of revenue declined from 25.3% in FY22 to 20.9% in FY25. This is a direct outcome of our disciplined procurement practices, centralized vendor negotiations, and optimized usage of consumables. Moving to manpower productivity and overhead cost optimization. We streamlined our manpower cost within key functional areas. This has been achieved by enhancing the span of control, allowing us to manage teams more efficiently and reduce supervisory layers, ultimately improving organizational productivity and cost effectiveness. We also implemented measures to rationalize overhead costs, including consolidation of services, non-medical consumables through central procurement. Moving to our lab business turnaround, our standout development this year has been exceptional turnaround in our lab business. This segment has moved from a negative EBITDA of INR 9 crore last year to a positive EBITDA of INR 10 crore this year. This transformation reflects our focused approach towards operational efficiency, scale up in volumes, and lean cost structure. Next, on the capital allocation with financial prudence, our capital deployment strategy balances long-term growth and financial resilience. In FY25, we invested INR 340 crores in capex, adding 300 beds, 100 beds each in MIMS Kannur and Aster City, taking our installed capacity to 5,159 beds. Despite this investment, our gross debt remained at INR 642 crores, and we achieved a net cash position of 739 crores, supporting our strategic positioning for future growth. Looking forward, we plan to add 2,600 plus beds. These projects, funded majorly through internal accruals, will expand our capacity to 7,800 beds, all without stretching our balance sheet. Moving to our strategic priorities for FY26 and beyond, as we step into FY26, our strategic agenda is sharply focused on three high-impact imperatives that will define the next chapter of Aster India's transformation journey. First, we are accelerating growth and sharpening clinical differentiation. Our goal to sustain mid-teen revenue growth by expanding high-acuity super specialty programs, attracting marquee clinicians, and delivering on-time operation of new assets in Kasaragod and Whitefield. Second, we are advancing digital and commercial excellence by scaling key digital health platforms such as Aster Health App. And on the commercial front, we are pursuing margin accretive optimization strategies by strengthening our negotiation frameworks with payers and suppliers, leveraging data analytics to further enhance commercial and operational excellence. Third, the post-merger integration process is being executed with precision, ensuring seamless alignment across 10 critical work streams. This disciplined integration is projected to unlock synergies within the first year. Collectively, these strategies levers are aligned to deliver our medium-term EBITDA and margin ambition of 20 to 24%, powered by operating leverage, cost discipline, and data-led clinical outcomes. Moving to creating enduring value for all our stakeholders. Our financial strategy is rooted in creating long-term value for all stakeholders. The successful execution of Project Unity, our merger with QCIL, will establish Aster DM Healthcare as the leader in India's healthcare sector, delivering accessible, high-quality healthcare. We remain committed to prudent financial management, operational excellence, and innovation, ensuring sustainable growth and enhanced shareholder value. FY24-25 was a challenging yet rewarding year, demonstrating our ability to deliver growth and efficiency. I'm confident that with our strong balance sheet, talented team, and stakeholder support, we'll continue to deliver sustainable value while upholding our commitment to quality care. I extend my gratitude to all those whose efforts have been instrumental in achieving these results. As we embark on this transformative journey, we are confident in our ability to navigate challenges and seize opportunities. Delivering on our promise, we will treat you well. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sunil. Now I request Mr. TJ Wilson to address the shareholders with CSR and ESG highlights for the FY 24-25.
Thanks, Alicia. Dear shareholders, good afternoon to all of you. As we reflect on another year of growth and impact, I am honored to share the remarkable progress of our Aster Volunteers program and our ESG initiatives, which remain central to our mission of delivering inclusive healthcare and fostering sustainable development. Our Aster Volunteers program has touched more than 6 million people globally, a testament to our commitment to compassionate care. This year, we proudly launched our 50th Aster Mobile Clinic worldwide and the 34th in India, inaugurated in Delhi by the former Honorable Vice President of India. Last year, Aster Volunteers had conducted over 6,000 medical camps in India, reaching out to more than 445,000 individuals with essential health care. We extended disaster relief to 9,500 plus beneficiaries, including those affected by the Wayanad landslides. Through our treatment aid initiatives, we supported 7,000 plus individuals with surgeries, treatments, and medicines worth around rupees 5 crores, ensuring that financial barriers never stood in the way of care. As part of our women empowerment initiative, we trained 600 plus young women and girls through an employment-linked vocational program in healthcare. And the best part is that most of them got employment in Aster Hospitals itself. Additionally, we provided sustainable livelihoods to individuals facing economic challenges and proudly employed or retained 55 people of determination, reinforcing our culture of inclusivity. To strengthen community resilience, we trained over 51,000 plus in BLS so that they will be able to respond effectively in emergencies. Our volunteer base also has grown up during the last year by 9%, now totaling to 61,220 active volunteers, both within Aster and from the wider community, reflecting the strength of our collective commitment. On the sustainability front, under our Aster Green Choice initiative, we planted 16,000 plus trees. We integrated 11.94 kilowatts of renewable energy into our operations, reducing 8,500 tons of CO2 equivalent emissions. We have sewage treatment plants across our hospitals in India, which has recycled 640,000 kiloliters of wastewater, reducing our dependence on the withdrawal of fresh water. We have also recycled 749,000 kgs of waste. These are all showing our commitment to the environment. Looking forward, we have commissioned a 55-acre solar plant in Kerala, projected to generate more than 60,000 megawatts of clean energy annually and reduce carbon emission by 11,500 tons each year. This is a huge milestone showing our dedication and commitment to the environment for a sustainable growth. We are also proud to let you know that we have been getting several recognitions and awards in the CSR and ESG areas, affirming the impact of our initiative. I wish to extend my gratitude for your continued trust and support. Together, we will advance our mission to deliver compassionate care, empower communities, and build a sustainable future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. The notice dated 30th July 2025 convening the meeting, the statement of profit and loss for the year ended 31st March 2025, and the balance sheet dated 31st March 2025, together with the report of the Board of Directors and the auditors, have been circulated electronically to all the shareholders. With your permission, I would like to take the notice as read. I further confirm that there are no qualifications, observations, or comments mentioned in the auditor's report on financial statements or secretarial matters which have any adverse effect on the functioning of the company. Hence, it does not call for reading the auditor's report. The shareholders may also note that considering that e-voting on all the items of the agenda has been made available to the shareholders, there shall be no voting by show of hand. We shall now proceed to take up the agenda matters in their order as set out in the notice of the meeting. After this, we'll open the floor for questions by the shareholders who have pre-registered. I would now take up all the items given in the notice of the 17th Annual General Meeting. Item number 1 of the notice: to consider and adopt the audited financial statements, standalone and the consolidated, of the company for the financial year ended March 31st, 2025, together with the reports of the Board of Directors and the auditors thereon. This item forms a part of the ordinary business, and it is proposed to be passed as an ordinary resolution. Item number 2 of the notice: to confirm the payment of the interim dividends, including a special dividend on equity shares, and to declare a final dividend of 1 rupees per equity share of 10 rupees each for the financial year ended March 31st, 2025. This item forms a part of the ordinary business, and it is proposed to be passed as an ordinary resolution. Item number 3 of the notice: to appoint a director in the place of Mr. Shamsuddin bin Moideen Mamu Haji, DIN number 02007279, who retires by rotation and being eligible, offers himself for reappointment. This item forms a part of the ordinary business, and it is proposed to be passed as an ordinary resolution. Item number 4 of the notice: to reappoint MS Deloitte Haskins and Sells Chartered Accountants as statutory auditors for a second consecutive term of 5 years. This item again forms a part of the ordinary business, and it is proposed to be passed as an ordinary resolution. Item number 5 of the notice: to ratify the remuneration payable to the cost auditors for the financial year 25-26. This item forms a part of the special business, and it is proposed to be passed as an ordinary resolution. Item number 6 of the notice to appoint MS Sandeep and Associates, practicing company secretaries as the secretarial auditors of the company. This item forms a part of the special business and it is proposed to be passed as an ordinary resolution. Now, we will take questions from the shareholders. To avoid repetition, the answers to all the questions shall be provided towards the end. Members may also note that the company reserves the right to limit the number of members asking questions depending on the availability of time. Over to you, Hamish.
Sir, you're on mute. Could you please unmute your microphone?
Thank you. Dear shareholders, before we begin the question and answer session, we have a few points to be noted for your convenience. The name of the shareholders who have registered to speak at the AGM shall be announced in turns by the moderator. You are requested to state your name, folio number or DP ID and client ID, and the place from where you are joining the meeting, and then proceed to speak. Each shareholder will be given 3 minutes for their questions. To avoid repetition, the Board of Directors shall respond to all the questions at the end. In case there is a connectivity problem with any shareholders, then the next shareholder will be asked to join. Once the connectivity improves, the shareholder will be called again. I now request the moderator to connect the shareholder speakers.
Thank you very much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the question and answer session. We will invite our first speaker member, Mr. Arun Kumar Bopanna. So may we request you to please unmute your audio and video and ask your question now.
Good afternoon. Thanks to INBA, Hamish Purushothaman for sending the invitation. I appreciate your motto, we'll treat you well. It's better to be honorable than be honored. And India's healthcare journey is at inflection point. So we have a lot of opportunities. India remains one of the fastest growing healthcare markets globally with 1.4 billion people. And India has 10x hospital bed cap, a huge growth runway. So what will be the pie of Aster DM? So long-term, expect 20-30% productivity gains, helping lower treatment cost while sustaining doctor stakeholder income. The 50% revenue now from high margin specialty like oncology, cardiology, neurology, and orthopedics. Will this change in future? And will we have a pan-India footprint? More than 38 hospitals and 10,000 beds across 27 cities. I think with the capex of 1,900 crore capex expanding into from 6,400 beds to 13,600 beds by FY27. What is the status? India, top 5 global destinations, Kerala, Bangalore, Hyderabad, cluster driving growth. How are AI pilots and RD efforts shaping care and cost? AI pilots in imaging and reporting have reduced turnaround time by 30 to 40%. What is the status today? How is Aster positioned in medical value travel? India is among the top 5 global destinations for medical tourism. And IISc joint venture with R&D, what is the result? And active in palliative end stage care, ensuring digital dignity in treatment. In conclusion, healthcare is not just a business, it is a calling that demands compassion, resilience, and vision. India has a potential not just to compete, but to surpass global giants. We'll treat you well should be the motto and continue in practice. Aster into future of excellence, included in healing. With this, I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you. We move to our speaker number 2, Mr. Samrat Sarkar. So could you please unmute your audio and video and ask your question?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. I am Samrat Sarkar from Calcutta. I would like to thank you for this opportunity and I have only 5 questions. Number 1, how do you perceive our revenues to grow annually for the next few years? Number 2, what is our EBITDA per bed and where do you see the ARPOB going forward from the 45,000 odd levels? And thirdly, since I'm new to this company, I would love to know what's the difference between your bed capacity and the census or the operational beds. Fourthly, our promoters are having 41% of their shares pledged. So this pledge is against which loan or liability? I would love to know. And lastly, by when do you expect to complete this merger with Quality Care India Limited? That's it from my side. Thank you. Thank you. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is speaker number 3, Mr. Manjeet Singh, who would like to ask a question on audio mode. Mr. Manjeet Singh, please go ahead.
Hello, Chairman ma'am, can you hear my voice?
We can hear you, sir. Please go ahead.
First of all, good afternoon to you, all the board of directors, all the staff of Aster DML Healthcare Limited and my co-fellow shareholder. मैम सबसे पहले जिस तरीके से आप लोगों ने अपनी ओपनिंग रिमार्क्स में हमें कंपनी के बारे में बताया और मैम जिस तरीके का हमारा विजन है और जिस तरीके की हम इन्वेस्टर को उसकी इन्वेस्टमेंट पे रिटर्न देते आए हैं, ये मैम एक काबिले तारीफ है। और इसके पीछे आप और आपकी पूरी की पूरी टीम जो काम कर रही है दिन रात, ये मैम एक इन्वेस्टर को इन्वेस्टर फ्रेंडली अप्रोच के साथ अच्छी से अच्छी रिटर्न देने के लिए कर रही है। मैम इतना हमें पूरा विश्वास है कि जिस तरीके से आप लोग मेहनत कर रहे हैं, आने वाले टाइम में हमें और भी अच्छे से अच्छा रिटर्न मिलेगा। मैम हमारे नेक्स्ट 24 मंथ्स का मैम थोड़ा सा क्या रोड मैप, मैम थोड़ा सा इस बारे में बताएं। मैम हमारी प्रमोटर होल्डिंग अराउंड 41% है, तो मैम इसको बढ़ाने के लिए हम कोई बायबैक वगैरह का प्लान कर रहे हैं, तो थोड़ा सा इस बारे में बताएं। बाकी मैम फॉरेन इन्वेस्टर का भी हमारी कंपनी में पूरा विश्वास है और धीरे धीरे उन लोगों की भी इन्वेस्टमेंट बढ़ रही है, तो मैम इसका मतलब तो पूरा है कि आने वाला जो हमारा फ्यूचर है वो एक ब्राइट से ब्राइट फ्यूचर है। बाकी मैम यही कहना चाहूंगा, हम भगवान के आगे यही प्रार्थना करते हैं कि हमारी कंपनी दिन दोगुनी रात चौगुनी तरक्की करे और एक एक इन्वेस्टर को उसकी इन्वेस्टमेंट पे अच्छी से अच्छी रिटर्न दे। और मैम चेयर मैम थोड़ा सा ये भी कहना चाहूंगा मैम कि स्पीकर शेयर होल्डर जो होते हैं मैम, वो अपना भी टाइम निकाल के और कंपनी में जिस तरीके की उनकी इन्वेस्टमेंट होती है उस हिसाब से जुड़ते हैं। यही कहना चाहूंगा मैम कि एक टोकन ऑफ जो रिगार्ड है मैम, उन लोगों का भी ध्यान जरूर रखा जाए। बाकी आपके अंतर्गत के कारण जिस तरीके से कंपनी तरक्की कर रही है, आने वाले टाइम में और भी अच्छी से अच्छी तरक्की करेगी। थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू सो मच कि आपने हमें बोलने का चांस दिया।
Thank you. Our next question is from speaker number 4, Mr. Vimal Jain, who would like to ask a question on audio mode. Mr. Jain, you may unmute your microphone and ask your question now. Mr. Jain? Yes, please go ahead. Yes, sir, you're audible. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Good afternoon, Chairman, sir, and the Deputy MD, madam, and all the management available on this platform and the shareholders attending this meeting at this platform. An excellent speech is given by the madam, wherein she told us about the comprehensive journey of the about the company and the sustainable growth of the company and about the roadmap for the coming days. And also the CFO sir also told us about the accounts of the company and the growth of the company. In the year under review, we have a good profit of around 5,400 crores as compared to around 200 crores last year. And thank you very much for the share dividend. You have given a total of ₹5 at the face value of ₹10 to us. And thank you to the management also. But ye dil mange bohor, madam. We have a very solid profit. तो हम शेयर होल्डरों को भी कुछ मिलना चाहिए. So in this scenario, my question is that how would you reward the shareholders in the current financial year, where we have a good profit last year? So I should pray कि we should get a bonus in this current financial year or in the coming days. And rest of all is all the best. There is no condition or the doubts on the annual reports of the or accounts of the company. And in the last but not the least, I would also like to convey my sincere thanks to the company secretary, Mr. Hamish ji, and his entire team for helping me to join this meeting at this portal, and also to provide a copy of the annual report to me on just a single request. And thank you and all the best, ma'am, for the coming days and the year also. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. We now invite our speaker number 5, Mr. Ankit Agarwal. So could you please unmute your audio and video and ask your question now? Mr. Agarwal, could you please unmute your microphone? Yes, thank you.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Myself, Ankit Agarwal, the shareholder of your company from Delhi. Respected Chairman, sir, esteemed Board of Director, and my dear fellow shareholders. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege to stand before you at the annual general meeting of Aster DM Healthcare for FY 2025. I hereby like to commend Chairman, sir, for excellent and wonderful chairman speech, and ma'am for excellent opening remarks. As shareholder, we have witnessed a remarkable journey for Aster DM from being a regional healthcare provider to emerging as one of the leading integrated healthcare player across India and GCC. It's a matter of pride for me as a shareholder that in FY25, company's improvement in EBITDA, revenue growth, and key financial vectors being positive vertical for the company. Also, I studied the full annual report of 441 pages, which my heart infers that it is printed with true words and all written in easy to understand by any of us from shareholder family. It's truly wonderful and truly wonderful work of our CFO. Chairman, sir, I have few questions which I want to ask from you considering time value. My first question is, you mentioned that in our organization runs various courses. What percentage of these courses has in our revenue in FY 2025? And my second question is, with increasing competition from Apollo, Fortis, and Narayana Health, what differentiators are Aster DM's growth strategy in India over next 5 years? My last question is, healthcare is not just a profitability, but also affordability. How is Aster ensuring that expansion does not compromise affordable care, especially in under-reserved regions? Before I leave, I like to thank our CS team and entire secretarial team for giving me the platform connectivity to connect with KMPs of the company. Last and foremost, I'd like to wish Chairman Sir MD for their good health and good wishes for the coming festive season and Onam. And at last, I like to report that I supported all the resolution and voted in favor. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. We move to our next speaker member, Mr. Bharatraj, who would like to ask a question on audio mode. Mr. Bharatraj, please go ahead, sir.
Hello, madam. I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very good morning, madam, chairman, entire board of directors and KMPs of my hospital. I am Bharatraj, attending from Hyderabad. Madam Chairman, wonderful chairman speech you have given. Lot of information is given. One, I want to bring to your notice, Madam Chairman. We respect you the speech, madam, but we want to hear the speech from our chairman, madam, because this is a AGM. I want to bring to a notice Apollo Hospital chairman in these 85 years also, you will only address the shareholders. In his lifetime, and never miss the address to the shareholders. So I request you, madam, next year my chairman, I want to see my chairman presence. I'll be more happy, madam, because there is no questions to raise. But I want to see my chairman. That will be give more strength and energy.
Mr. Bharatraj, we cannot hear you. Looks like we've lost the connection for Mr. Bharatraj. That was the last question from last speaker shareholder. I now hand over the proceedings to Ms. Alisha Mopin. Thank you, and over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, shareholders, for your questions. While we provide the answers to the questions shortly, I request the moderator to play a video to share the work done by our CSR arm, Aster Volunteers, and the Aster Guardians Nursing Awards. Thank you all for the deep remarks, the kind words, and we'll come back to you shortly.
edition of the highly anticipated and much watched around the globe Aster Guardians Global Nursing Award. We are coming to you live from the iconic Atlantis, the Palm, Dubai.
Today, we have 10 shining examples of humanity, the pride of their country, showing us what true leadership is. And we feel so proud as Aster DM Healthcare and as ambassadors of healthcare community globally to be able to shine a spotlight on these incredible finalists of ours. And they all are truly winners in every way, shape, and form. So I request all of you to give a huge round of applause to them.
I commend Dr. Mupen for his commitment to recognizing the critical contributions of nurses. My congratulations to the nurses being recognized today. To you and to all nurses, I offer my deep thanks for everything you do to make the world a healthier, safer, fairer place.
It is my immense honor and privilege to welcome His Excellency Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak Al Nahyan, Cabinet Minister and UAE's Minister of Tolerance and Coexistence, as he joins us today.
The winner of Aster Guardians Global Nursing Award 2025 is Naomi Oe Ohene Oti from Ghana.
This is not just my victory, it is a recognition of the resilience, compassion, and leadership of nurses across Ghana, Africa, and the world. Over 2 decades ago, I began my nursing journey with a simple mission: to ease pain, bring hope, and walk alongside those battling cancer. Your hands heal, your voice advocates, your heart leads. Together we are shaping the future. One patient, one moment, one act of courage at a time. Thank you very much. May God richly bless you all. Thank you very much.
Mr. Globe, this is your moment. You are the heartbeat of healthcare, and unsung heroes will turn passion into healing.
Aster DM Healthcare was founded on aspirations to make quality healthcare accessible at an affordable cost. From a humble beginning as a single doctor clinic in 1987, the institution's growth into a leading and trusted healthcare company is a testament to its commitment over the past 38 years. One of the largest integrated healthcare networks, Aster DM Healthcare operates a vast array of world-class facilities, including hospitals, clinics, pharmacies, labs, and patient experience centers across India. With a dedicated team of highly skilled doctors, nurses, and paramedical personnel, the organization delivers exceptional care, comfort, and quality healthcare services to millions of people, from primary care to advanced quaternary care. Aster's commitment to clinical excellence is unwavering. Equipped with the latest technology, the hospitals are driven by highly skilled medical professionals who come together to work towards one goal: delivering quality.
Welcome back, shareholders. I now hand over the proceedings to Mr. Hemish Purushottam. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Inba. Dear shareholders, we'll put our best efforts in responding to all the questions raised in the meeting. However, the shareholders may also write to the company on the designated email addresses given on the website of the company for any further questions or queries you may have. Now, the management team will respond to the queries raised by the shareholders. So the first question, Chairman, shall we go ahead with the questions?
Yes, please, Hamish. Please continue.
Okay, the first question, which was asked by Mr. Arun Kumar Bopana, was how are AI pilots and RD efforts shaping care, and what are the costs associated with it?
Yeah, so thank you, Mr. Arun Kumar, for your very thoughtful, deep questions. I think it was very broad. I think you've covered a big aspect of what's happening in healthcare, how we think about what's happening in India, what the requirements are in India, what are the shifting specialities, and this is something which we monitor very closely. And of course, looking more progressively forward, what's happening in terms of technology, AI as well. So I would like to also request Mr. Ramesh to come in, because we very closely look at what are our specialty, and exactly like you mentioned, we have the Congo specialities, which is a big part of what Aster is offering right now, where we have the centers of excellence. But we also very closely look at what are the changes, what are the shifts happening in the demographics, in the disease patterns, so that we can also develop teams and be mindful about what needs to be added as services as things are changing. So Ramesh, if I can request you to come in on this one, as well as the palliative care and the AI interventions, that would be very helpful.
Absolutely, Ms. Alisha. As Mr. Arun Kumar Bopana has asked many questions, of course. One is what the specialty mix, what we are talking about. We call it as Congo T mix. Congo T mix is all about cardiology, oncology, neurology, gastroenterology, and our orthopedic, including transplant. So if you really look at, we are crossing beyond 50% on this Congo T mix, and most of the hospitals have been really doing well in this. And we are also looking at how the pattern is changing in some of the major metro cities. So we find it is slightly, might be it is skewed towards the Congo T in the metro cities. So we are watching over this change in the thing, and building our infrastructure according to that. Adding to that, you did ask about the AI pilot and R&D efforts, what we are putting in. In fact, AI is playing a major role in our day-to-day life now, especially in hospitals. When it comes to clinically, we are trying to enhance diagnostic by enabling faster reporting processes. We see a lot of things changing as far as the patient summary, the OT summary, or the creating a medical records for the patient. So clinically, I think it is quite adoptable, and we are finding a lot of changes happening. Operationally, I would say that AI is optimized to manage inventory, especially patient flow and plant resources. We have also shortened wait time because we could apply AI very well. And on the patient bedside, we also find that chatbots, which are very quite useful. Overall, we find it's the industry expense. What we have been spending is around 0.5 to 2% would be the expense what we are spending. At Aster, we find it very useful. Of course, we have technology partners also aligned with us, like Indian Institute of Science, where with neurology, where we have identified carpal tunnel syndrome and AI-assisted carpal tunnel syndrome. Pulmonology, we have L&T, cardiac risk assessment, we have Lupin company, which is coming in. And of course, chatbot from THP and others. We also see that patient bedside, we have the DOSI as well as the iSciences, which is where we are partnering with, where we get a real-time assessment of the patient. So all this application has been happening on at the hospital setups, and it is fast evolving as well. On palliative care, of course, we did have palliative medicine in Aster Hospital. It is one of the department which have been doing exceedingly well, practicing ethical evidence-based medicine, where we find almost mind and body medicine specialists, especially a multidisciplinary team approach has been happening here. We find palliative nurses, specialists, psychologists, nutritionists, and interdisciplinary approach has been happening so as to give the right care to the patient. We understand that all these individuals are pain experienced patient, and they need a total pain focus approach, pain relief approach. Our team works have a complete assessment of the aspect of pain and ensuring an individual plan to treat the patient over and again. The treatment plans are personalized post-evaluation for specific needs and consist of the non-pharmacological and pharmacological approach. So that's about our palliative care. MVT is also another area you did ask. India is rapidly emerging as the MVT hub. As we all know, that India has declared Heal in India as one of those announced in the Union Budget in 2025. So overall, we have been covering many of the other many countries, including GCC, Africa, Maldives, and SAARC countries. With a cluster-based approach, we have all our hospitals treating MVT patients, especially in Kerala as well as in Bangalore. Looking ahead, the way we are establishing the environment, continued emphasis on channel partnership, market diversification, and service differentiation is what we are looking at. In FY25, we have achieved around INR 150 crore in MVT revenue. Quarter 1 FY26 revenue stood at INR 33.2 crores, reflecting sustained quarter-on-quarter growth movement in recent months. This movement has further strengthened with the run rate rising in INR 15 to 20 crores per month. Based on the trajectory, we expect to close in FY26 at approximately INR 180 to 200 crores. And probably the last but the least, you did ask about the Indian Institute of Science engagement. Yes, that is our major project which has been happening. We have all the IISc professors and many of the team have been coordinating with our clinicians in identifying the right projects. And one of the projects where I did mention about the AI related how Capleton syndrome has been detected quickly. So this is one of the big achievements, and a lot of papers have been published on this as well. So a lot of work has been happening with IAC as well. So with this, I hope I've covered almost.
Thank you, Ramesh. So I just want to close off what Ramesh said. I think one of the most important questions, Mr. Arun, you had asked also was about balancing affordability in a price-sensitive market like India. And I just want to say this is a very important question, and it is something which is very important for us as Aster, because we always talk about quality care and making it affordable. So there are multiple initiatives that we do in terms of trying to optimize the cost. So whether it's procurement, whether it's supply chain efficiencies, whether it's manpower productivity, and also like what Ramesh was talking about, AI, not really building everything ourselves, but to partner with technology partners to ensure that our investments are not becoming too onerous. So there are a lot of measures focused on lowering our operating costs that actually allows us to pass on the benefits to the patients also without compromising on quality. We also always continue to invest in advanced clinical capabilities and also ensure, of course, that when it comes to centers of excellence, what are the next things that are happening so that we are able to deliver world-class care. So I think this is something which we make sure that there's a dual approach, making sure there's efficiency on one side and also making sure that quality is also equally the focus area for us. So that's what really helps us enable that there's affordability and accessibility while ensuring there are good returns for us shareholders as well. So I hope with that we answer most of the questions that you've asked us.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Alisha. The next question was from Mr. Samrat Sarkar. He has asked, how do you perceive our revenues to grow annually in the next few years? He also added, what is our EBITDA per bed ratio and where do you see the ARPOB going forward from rupees 45,000 level? He also asked, what is the terminology difference between operational beds and census beds? And the other question he had asked was about the promoter's pledge and for which loan. And the final question he had asked was, when do you expect this merger to be completed?
Thank you, Samrat, for those questions. I will kindly request the CFO Sunil to just take up the first 2 or 3 questions to talk about the roadmap for revenue growth and the clarity on the census, non-census beds, and I'll come back on the promoter's pledge. Sunil?
Thank you, Alisha. So on the revenue growth, I think if you look at the last 5 years, Aster has been growing at a rate of 20% revenue, and and the EBITDA has been growing more than 35%. But in the last year, good thing, because we have created a higher number of base wherein we generate now more than 4,000 crores of revenue going forward, and also we're adding more than 10% of the capacity beds every year. Keeping that in mind, we see anywhere between to mid-teen revenue growth and around 20% of EBITDA growth is what we expect in a medium term. That is between 3 to 4 years. In terms of, and also with respect to the mid-teen growth, what we're talking about top line, usually the volume contribution should be approximately between 5 to 7%, and RPOP contribution will be approximately 7 to 8%. I think that should answer your first question on what we pursue on the revenue growth in the next few years. Coming back to the second question on what is our EBITDA per bed, our EBITDA per bed is approximately 10,000 rupees per day per occupied bed. And in terms of RPOP, we are at FY25, we closed our RPOP at 45,000 per bed. And RPOP has been historically growing at around 10% in last 5 years. And last year we grew at more than 12%. And very specifically, RPOP has been a double-digit growth in last 2 years only because of 2, 3 reasons. Very specifically on the inflation, inflation has not been growing more than 3 to 3.5%. That's a contribution to the RPOP growth. That's basically the price increase what we get from the cash patients and the TPA patients. And balance, around 4 to 5% is because of the ALOS efficiency, which Mr. Ramesh also alluded to. And balance, another 2 to 3% has been coming because of the new hospital, like a Whitefield Hospital, which is in the east of Bangalore, growth contributed. And from specialty point of view, also we got oncology has been a major driver for our growth, which is one of the major super specialty. And that's also actually contributed 2% of our RPOP growth. Going forward, because ALOS is a one-time thing, we're already efficient. We've been at a ALOS of 3.8, 3.9 few years back, and now our ALOS has come down to almost to 3.1. And 3.1 is the best in the class ALOS. And I think going forward, the idea is to maintain this ALOS between 3.1 to 3.2. And keeping that in mind, the future growth of in RPOP between 3 to 4 years, we expect somewhere between 7 to 8% should be the RPOP growth in the future years. Lastly, answering your question on the different in terminology between the bed capacity and operational beds. See, bed capacity means the actual, the beds which we have installed in the infrastructure. So when we say a 500-bed hospital, 500 is the number of beds which is there in the particular hospital. And out of 5,000 beds, usually we demark into what you call as the census and non-census beds. So census beds are for usually in a 500-bed hospital, 80% of the capacity will be a census beds and 20% of the capacity will be a non-census beds. So in a 500-bed hospital, usually 4,000 beds will be a census beds and 200 beds will be a non-census beds. What is the meaning of census beds? Census beds is usually a beds where you admit the patient overnight, like an example of a general ward, a twin sharing room, single room, and an ICU bed. A non-census beds is a patients or a bed wherein you don't admit patients overnight, usually used during the daytime. For example, emergency care beds, daycare beds, the dialysis bed. These are the beds which is not used to admit the patient. That's the difference between the census beds and non-census beds. Now coming to last terminology called as operational beds. Operational beds mainly means to say that among the census and non-census beds, how many beds we are operationalized, wherein we have the manpower to deal with. So whenever you open up a new hospital with a 500-bed capacity, we usually start with operationalizing 100 beds. So when you say 100 beds operationalized, to that extent, we are, brought the manpower. So that's where that will ensure that we are not, over manpower manning the hospital and increasing fixed cost to ensure that we are profitable and also taking operating leverage. We only operationalize where and when the occupancy percentage increases. I hope I'm able to address the nomenclatures of capacity beds, census beds, non-census beds, and operational beds. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Sunil. So, Samrat, just coming back to your question on the promoters pledge. So actually in FY25, we as the promoters, we've significantly reduced our share pledge. It was 99%. We've brought it down to 41% right now. We have completed a full debt refinancing and done it with the top tier global financing institutions. The pledge shares, they are linked to this refinancing arrangement. It does not have any operational liabilities at all for the company. I think the reduction is a very positive sign because it shows actually all of our commitment and confidence in the business. This is completely linked to promoter level financing, does not have any effect on the company's balance sheet and day-to-day operations. It was largely linked to the GCC transaction when we did the segregation. So I hope that clarifies as well. Hamish?
Thank you, Ms. Alisha. There's also another question by Mr. Samrat on the timelines expected to complete the merger with QCell.
So for the merger, we are hoping that we've got most of the key milestones have been achieved so far with the shareholder support for the merger resolutions. We've had the CCI approval. We've had the initial share swap transaction has already been completed, and we submitted all the application for the no objection certificate with SEBI as well. So the next stage is getting the approval from the NCLT. Our expectation and hope is that it should be completed by the Q4 2020 FY26.
Thank you. Moving on, the next set of questions were from Mr. Manjeet Singh. He had two questions. The first question was, what is the roadmap for the next 24 months for Aster? And are there any plans for buyback of shares?
हाँ, नमस्ते मंजीत जी। आपने तो बहुत तारीफ़ किया आस्टर के आपके कंपनी के बारे में। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। अगर आप नेक्स्ट 24 मंथ के बारे में पूछ रहे हो तो हमारा पूरा कोशिश इस इंटीग्रेशन ये जब ये आस्टर और क्यूसिल का इंटीग्रेशन होगा इन द नेक्स्ट 24 मंथ्स, ये है हमारा फुल फोकस। जब हम 10,000 बेड से 14,000 बेड तक जाएगा तो ये दिस इज़ अ बिग ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन फॉर द कंपनी। और आपका ये पूरा कंपनी का 50,000 जो लोग हैं सब इसके कोशिश में ही रहेगा। Sunil, you want to come a little bit more on the roadmap?
Yeah, on the expansion roadmap, Alisha, I don't think so. I may be able to answer in Hindi, but still, next out of 2,600 beds, which is there in Aster, हमको लगता है at least next year we should be this year FY26 we should be operationalizing around 500 beds, and FY27 is the major expansion with Aster Capital and other big hospitals, operational happening. Around 1,000 beds should be the expansion which we are expecting in FY27. Thank you.
Moving on, the next set of questions were from Mr. Vimal Jain. He had asked how Aster DM would reward the shareholders in the current year given our strong performance. So maybe Sunil can answer the question.
Sure. Sunil, you want to?
Alisha, you want to start on that?
Yeah, sure. Vimalji, thank you so much for the question. We have made a lot of effort to have a very positive year, and I think with the interim dividends from the segregation of the GCC, we have given 118 rupees dividends at the sale of the GCC. And then there was the 4 rupees interim dividend also that had come. So special dividend plus the interim dividend of 122 rupees in the last 1 year. So in total, actually, we've given more than 6,100 crores back to the shareholders. I know आपने बोला कि दिल मांगे more, but company, we want to grow. We want to make your company bigger and bigger. The hospital, make the organization bigger. We have gone from 20 hospitals to 38 hospitals in the last 1 year with the merger. But there are so many more in the pipeline, like what Sunil was talking about. So with that, we are taking a very balanced approach, but we still wanted to do a little bit extra, which is why we have proposed this final dividend as part of the festivities and as part of final closure and looking at the overall books and taken a very prudent approach. So hopefully you'll be very happy that we're putting more and more money back in the company to also grow, which will make your company and also the shareholders very happy.
Thank you. Moving on, the next set of questions were from Mr. Ankit Agarwal. He had two questions. One was Aster runs various courses. What percentage of these courses are percentage of our revenue? The second question was with increased competition from Fortis, Apollo, and Narayana, what differentiators define Aster DM's growth strategy in India over the next 5 years?
Ramesh, may I please request you to come in here?
On the first one, I'll answer, Alisha, on the revenue and other things. So on the thanks for the question from Ankit Agarwal. On the courses, we run courses in both in our own vertical called as Aster Health Academy, and also we run courses in our hospitals. Specifically, we run PG courses, basically developed by National Board of Examination in Medical Sciences. Also, we run courses related to IMT from the Royal College of Physicians, UK, and also we run certain emergency medicine courses from the George Washington University. In addition to that, our Health Academy, Aster Health Academy, also runs fellowship courses, very mainly in clinical courses like critical care medicine, clinical neurosonology, and non-invasive cardiology. And these actually contribute to approximately rupees 33 crores of revenue per annum. And we have a total revenue of 4,138 crores. So this contributes to around 0.8% of our total revenue. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sunil. So Ankitji, you also asked about the increasing competition, whether it's with Fortis, Narayana, and what is the differentiating factor with Aster. So I think for us, the reality in India is also that there is such a huge requirement for additional beds to come, quality beds to come. Our focus has always been on what more we can do, how do we build on our strengths. And in healthcare, we always say it's about the people. So how do we attract the best talent? How do we bring the best doctors? How do we support them with the right infrastructure and the right technology so that we are able to kind of keep differentiating ourselves? Because healthcare is changing so rapidly, it becomes very important for us to be on top of it, on point, and have the best teams that are always progressive and aggressive in terms of what's happening next. So maintaining the ethical, moral standards and delivering good quality, affordable care, that's always our guiding principle. And we make sure that we onboard teams that are aligned to that same vision for us.
Thank you. The final request was from Mr. Bharat Raj. He had requested for chairman's presence at the AGMs. So I request Alisha to.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Bharatji. No, absolutely. He was very hopeful of being participating in the AGM this time. There was a very unmissable stakeholder engagement commitment that he had, because of which he couldn't attend this time's AGM. But we will pass on all your sentiments, your love, your wishes. We know that having him here will always add a huge boost of energy for all of us, but we will make sure that we pass it on so that he can join us next time. But thank you. Thank you for the warmth. Thank you for the love, and wishing you happy Diwali and all the festivities forward.
Thank you. So that's it in terms of the Q&A questions. I hope we have answered all your queries. Now I request Ms. Alisha to give her closing remarks.
So thank you all, dear shareholders. I think that concludes us and brings to the end of the formalities for today. Sorry, let me just... sorry, Hamish, is there anything?
That's it. So basically, for shareholders who have not yet voted, the voting window will be available for the next 30 minutes. And Mr. Rajiv Balakrishnan, Director of Beyond Compliance Corporate Services, has been appointed as a scrutinizer, who will be giving his scrutinizer's report soon. And the results of this resolutions will be uploaded on the website. And that's it. So on behalf of the management and all the board members, I thank all the shareholders for their active participation. With this, Ms. Alisha, you can complete the meeting.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you all. So we'll keep the voting open for the next 30 minutes. Thank you all for attending. I'm wishing you all a wonderful season ahead. Namaste.